Hey guys, Kieran here with another class setup video. Today I'll be showing you the SC-2010 setups. So here we are. I've got once again the K.E.M class, the assault class, support, rush, and a hidden class. How this is gonna work is like throughout this little stream of episodes, where overall I'm going to be doing a class setup for every gun with this same layout with the K.E.M assault, support, rush, and hidden for every single weapon on the game. Eventually I'm going to be trying to about one a day, one every 2 days if I can. I uploaded my Maverick one the other day, so go check that out if you want. So yeah, it might seem, if you've seen some of my other videos, by the time you've seen this I'll probably have another few class outs. It might sound like I'm going over the same thing over and over again, but you've got to realise that some people will have only seen one of my videos and I've got to explain it to my best for them to understand. So yeah, let's jump in. So for the SC-2010 K.E.M class, I've got the SC-2010 with a suppressor and grip. Suppressor, because when you're usually going for a K.E.M you hide, so you're going to be camping for like a few of the kills, so you don't want to be having your position revealed on the map too much. Grip, because you need that extra accuracy over the enemies that could be using a submachine gun which has a much faster fire rate than you. The damage on this gun I've found it is decent with and without a suppressor. Like it always says that it doesn't reduce the damage, but we all know that it does. But with this it is less noticeable, so yeah, that's why I use this setup on this gun. With ready up, it's the main reason why I use that is if someone comes running around the corner, they spot you, you need to be able to get that first bullet on them as quick as you can to prevent them getting that extra bullet advantage over you and you getting mowed to the floor. Sleight of hand, you could be in a sticky situation, you've got a few coming at you, you run out of bullets, need to reload super quick. That helps you out there. With the blind eye, if you're camping, which most people do when they're going for K.E.Ms, you don't really want to be noticed by, if you're camping outdoors, by enemy attack helicopters or things like that, or by enemy oracle systems, because that can be a pain in the neck when you're close to a K.E.M or whatever, and then the enemy just sees you on the oracle, shoots you through a wall or something like that. It is ridiculous. It's happened to me. So that's why I use blind eye. Dead silence and amplify, they sort of come together. With dead silence the enemies can't hear you, but they can hear, like, look at it there, it says makes you harder to detect. Players with amplify can still hear your footsteps. To prevent them hearing your footsteps, all you need to do is crouch walk. But dead silence, most people don't use amplify because it does take up 2 of your spaces. Also, if you've noticed, in most of my classes I do not use a secondary, lethal or tactical. All I feel that you need is a primary weapon and perks to help you along the way. The perks do make you a much more efficient killer, so it's all about the perks in my opinion. Fully loaded, if you're going for a K.E.M you're going to need to start off with them extra. Could start off a bit sketchy and end up missing quite a few bullets, or like you could just be messing around just firing, not really caring until you get onto a pretty decent streak, like around your bonus. Then you start thinking, right, now I need to get going. So anyway, I've got scavenger in the specialist there second. First of all, I've got focus, because you need that. It's one of my essentials. You need that straight from the start, pretty much free, just as your streak's starting. When someone shoots at you, your gun stays steadied still instead of flinching off, which has happened to me a few times. I know some of my friends get pissed off by that, so that's a good thing to have. Scavenger, already explained why you need that, because you're running around, sometimes you're camping, sometimes fully loaded and scavenger do complement each other in that way. The stalker, it is good for one-on-ones. You can like move left and right, get out of there, fire. It is really good perk. Sorry, getting my words mixed up. You can get out of cover while still staying on target pretty swiftly, so that's why I use that. At my bonus, a good team member always looks at where the team, well, not always, but a lot of the time looks at where their teammates are dying. So with that takedown perk, it does get rid of the skulls when you kill someone, so that just going to be getting shot to the floor, and then no one's going to know where you're killing them from. Hardline, because every assist counts, every other assist, sorry, counts as a kill, so that does help quite significantly. Deadeye, it gives you, I don't know what the percentage is, but every few bullets, like every kill that you progress, gives you extra damage, I believe. It's not every single bullet, so don't be a bit disappointed. If bullet that you want when you need it, a bit of a chance thing. So there you are, Deadeye. Now onto the assault class. I've got the VMR sight, because you can switch. Like if you look at the image of it there on the right, it's got the first reticle and it's got the second reticle. So the first sight, it's zoomed in quite a lot because it's got two lenses, and then you click your analog stick, or B if you're running tactical, and then it slides that to the side. Then you're using a shorter zoom scope, which does help. I tend to use a shorter scope because it's the kick that's no. But if you're on a streak, you see someone that's pretty far away, and you think, oh, I'm not going to be able to get him. Flick it back over, get your long range one on, and that does help quite a lot. Once again, with the suppressor, you want to be hidden when doing it. Also with the reticle, you can have any. I've got no say which one you like. Moving on to the perks, sleight of hand again. Someone's coming after you. You run out of bullets. You need to hide around the corner, reload pretty quick before they catch up to. Takedown once again. Teammates look at where their friends have died. Blind eye, you don't want to be seen by air support or oracles. Dead silence and amplifier there, they complement each other so much. If you're camping, like camping isn't where you camp for a lot of kills. You could move to one spot and just wait there for 8. Still camp. You could be there, you could have someone coming up behind you. With that amplifier, you can hear them if they've got dead silence, if they try to creep up on you. With dead silence, if they're not using amplifier, you can sneak up. It does work both ways. Scavenger, you're gonna be running around a bit more than you would if you're going after it. It's only smaller streaks. So yeah, these are my setup perks, because these are like the essentials that I would say for going for assault streaks, because you can't really have Deadeye and things like that in because they take up too much space, and you've got the assault package here instead of the specialist. Many perks that will benefit you. You start him on the very beginning. With my strike package, I've just chosen, once again, if you've seen my other video, the dog, battle hound, and healer pilot, which is usually the best setup. I'm not saying it's my best, but it's like the most frequently used by most players that I've seen. You could do whatever you want, like regarding these. Most of them are good. The satcoms, they do help sometimes if you've got 2 or more. When you've got 1, they are pretty quick. Team or more. If you're going to use satcom, I'd advise you to get them using satcom as well. With support, I have 3 attachments on. If you've noticed here in the perks, 3 attachments. You've got grip for that, like if you're going to be no scoping, because you're more likely to be running around a lot more if you're using support, because you're not really afraid to die because your point streak carries over to the next life. I've got muzzle brake for that extra damage, because you do not have the ready up perk on this class setup, so that does help quite a lot with the damage. Also, say you're playing domination, I've got the tracker sight. If you're there, you just cap the flag, you run off it, the enemy throws a smoke on, and then they jump on it. You're not going to be able to see him. You've got the tracker sight, you can see through the smoke. If you don't particularly like the tracker sight, there is always the alternative sight where you click your analog stick, or B if you're running tactical, and then it flips that down. It's like an iron sight. That is a pretty decent sight. It has hardly any kick in my opinion. It depends what gun. I've not tried it out on most guns. On this gun it is pretty effective. So there you go. With my perk, sleight of hand, again, I can't live without my sleight of hand. Don't know about you. If you want, you could always change that to something like agility if you're more of a rushing player, or dead silence if you're more of a hidden player. Quick draw because once again you're more likely to be running around and you need to be aiming in on. It's one or two of them, or like with the. It does help with that as well as your no scoping because it keeps like the kick down. And wiretap. If you've got on your support streaks the SATCON, you can call that in, and if the enemies were all running it, you can benefit from it quite significantly. It does help quite a lot. And third attachment, obviously you need. With the strike package on support, I do have these. These are either this or with the what's it called, squad member, ground jammer, and oracle, or the ballistic vest, squad member, and ground jammer are usually my preference. And same with pretty much all the perks. Moore's rockets, they are decent. They do take quite a while to get to them, but I suppose you could get used to them. Ammo crates, not many people get them, so when you could have ballistic points for every vest taken. I do like this night owl though. You call that in, and it's a motion sensor as well as a trophy system. So if you're jumping on a dangerous flag, it can help you with that. Helo scouts, I find easy to die in them, so that's why I do not. So yeah. Now the rush class, I have suppressor, and I have the armor piercing. This is because suppressor, if you're rushing around, you could be trying to like rush round, want to be seen whereabouts you are on a flag, and then the armor piercing does bring up the damage to make up for the suppressor loss. I've got the ready up once again because you're running around, you're going to be sprinting. It takes, if you look at it there, it says weapon is ready faster after sprinting, and that does complement the agility and marathon. Some people say that the agility and marathon shouldn't be run together. It's pretty pointless. You should just have the marathon if you're using an SMG, or just agility if you're using a heavy. But they do, for me, they do come in a package together. They do come as a twosome. It is, them two together are pretty effective. Also with the on-the-go reload while sprinting, that is pretty good if you're in a losing domination game, for example. I know I use domination for quite a lot, but it is my main game mode. It is one. So if you're running around in a losing game after the flags, your teammates do not know how to play the game mode for their lives, that there you could be reloading on the go, and you could get to the flags or come into close combat quicker than you normally would, and you'd be fully loaded at the same time. Steady aim, if you're rushing around, you are going to be pretty close, and you are going to need to no scope quite a few times if there's like too many spray and pray opportunities, like on strike zone. That there is one of the best spray and pray maps for me. Quick draw, if it's pretty long range and they spot you using a sniper or something, you need to get right onto them proper quick. With this, I would suggest using support. Once again, you can use any of these class setups that you like. One of these class setups will buy on one of these support streaks, any of them in any order, whatever suits you. This is just my preference. So yeah, there you go. With hidden, I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly. Start off with strike package. You can have, it doesn't really matter, you could use specialist if you need more than just these hidden perks and fully loaded. I've got fully loaded on because when you're camping, which is pretty much all you're doing when you're trying to hide from the enemy, you aren't really going to be running around after scav packs or anything. You're going to run out of ammo pretty quick. Smoke, if you need to make a quick dash for another hiding spot, you can throw that down, run undetected through that. You can have a IED, put that down in your smoke while you're running across, so if they think, oh, I'll go and get you, you can get them, or you could put it on a flag in domination. Suppressor and grip for the extra accuracy and to remain. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know what you thought of the video. Cheers.